Toronto, Canada. A few weeks ago, the Reverend Starr led a funeral in northwest Toronto for a 24-year-old shooting victim. Among the mourners, she noticed a young man. "I saw this youth was kneeling at the casket, he was praying," Starr recalls. The next morning, she received a call letting her know the same young mourner was dead. Had been shot and killed overnight. Canada's 2019 rate of violent deaths by firearms of 0.5 per 100,000 people was an eighth of that in the US, but shootings have been trending upward since 2014. Many homicides, particularly those committed with handguns, are concentrated in low-income neighborhoods like Jane and Finch, in Toronto, where Starr counsels families of gun victims. In Canada, weapons are federally regulated. Unlike in the U.S., gun ownership is not a constitutional right. Since 2020, when Canada's deadliest mass shooting occurred, the government of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has enacted a series of anti-gun violence measures, including legislation banning 1,500 models of assault-style firearms. The latest gun control bill, known as Bill C-21, introduced at the end of May, proposes to limit the domestic handgun supply by freezing new sales and transfers. The legislation is currently under consideration in committee in Canada's House of Commons. It also notably increases penalties for smuggling firearms, one of the country's most difficult challenges, as it tries to address weapons trafficking across its border from the United States. Our problem in Toronto is handguns from the United States, Toronto Police Service Deputy Chief Myron D. In his city last year, he said, 86% of prime handguns that are able to be sourced were from the United States. Benoit Dubé, head of an interagency gun violence task force in the province of Quebec called Operation Centaur, told the parliamentary committee that most weapons seized in relation to the perpetrator of the 2020 mass shooting killed 22 people over a 13-hour period in Nova Scotia. He had smuggled 3 of his weapons from Maine in the back of his pickup truck. In April, police in southern Ontario recovered a drone stuck in a tree carrying 11 handguns. But smugglers more frequently ferry weapons in vehicles like trucks or boats. However, it's not just illicit markets that are the problem. Vancouver Police Staff Sgt. Michael Rowe testified that concern also extends to firearm parts, such as Glock barrels and slides, which he said can be shipped to Canada legally.